Well, welcome, everybody. Today is Saturday, and today and tomorrow is going to be Judge Simpson, one of our favorite judges who don't play games. Um, Again, I would like to welcome all the new subscribers to this channel. Welcome and thank you for being a part of my community. If you like the content that's on this channel, and you're not a subscriber to this channel, please do me a big, huge favor and subscribe to this channel and help this channel grow. So let's get started with this. Let me share my screen. Go back in, make this larger.
Yes, sir.
All right. You are before the court on a misdemeanor complaint that alleges that on or about January 29, 2025, the location of the Meyer store at 635, which one is this?
Carpenter Drive.
Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you did commit the offense of retail fraud in the second degree. Do you understand the nature of those charges?
I do, yes.
All right. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
I do, yes.
All right. First question I have for you is, do you wish to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, I do.
All right, this is public.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate, on behalf of Ms. Wallach, we would waive any further reading of the complaint. My client stands mute, and we would ask for an adjourned pretrial date, please, Your Honor.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. It's 1:17.
17.
Pretrial in this matter will be adjourned to
October 15th.
October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. As to bond in this case.
In this case, the people are just requesting no go to Meyer stores and standard misdemeanor bond conditions.
Thank you.
Not sure how long she's planning to be held at Monroe, so I'm not sure if we should do a cash bond or not.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
you're currently in the Monroe County Jail. Do you have an expected out date?
October 23rd.
Okay.
I've been here for about 6 months.
All right. And that, at that point, you will finish a sentence. Is that the case?
Yes, sir.
All right. What I will do is I will set her bond at $1,000, 10%, so she's getting some credit for what she's there for. I'll order standard conditions, including no assault behavior or possession of any weapons. There's to be no use of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. She is not to enter any Meyer store in the state of Michigan.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Further comments?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Wallach.
Thank you.
Court does call the case, People versus Brandon Bobie.
Ashley Beltis for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Chan, on behalf of Brandon Bove, is approaching the stand.
Your name, sir?
Brandon Bove.
Okay. What are we doing?
This is the time and date set for a pretrial, Your Honor. We're trying to get Mr. Bove into treatment court in Lenawee County. We're waiting for a spot to open. So if we could have like a 30-day adjournment. And I think the spot is going to open because I believe we have somebody coming from there, coming here into 14th District Sobriety Court.
Set it October 14th. 15th.
1-5?
What did you give me last? 15? October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. I believe you received the community corrections
And
compliance.
he got his warning, and it was very clear and unequivocal if he has a missed test or a late test again, that he will be spending his time incarcerated.
And I know you explained to him that I only give one warning.
And he has had his warning.
All right, thank you.
Excuse me, you're reading wrong. Put these on. Show me your book. I'm going to take a picture.
Court does call the case People versus Lawrence Peck.
Ready, Your Honor.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Your Honor, good morning. Joe Simon on behalf of Mr. Peck. State your name. Go ahead and state your name. Lawrence Peck.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, we're here for an arraignment. With respect to that arraignment, we waive formal reading and stand mute.
Defendant every way formal reading standing mute. Court will enter not guilty plea.
And Your Honor, you may remember we were here last week for a PCC. This was probably supposed to be I shouldn't say supposed to be, should have been a companion matter to that matter. We adjourned that till October 9th so my client could be screened for sobriety court. And I'm asking to adjourn the pretrial for the same purpose. He's actually underway. We thought it was going to be a 14A court, but sobriety court, but because of his residence, it's 15th. So he's already made his arrangements. He's going to be screened by 15th District Court. So asking for an adjournment to maybe line up similar dates.
And he's set for October
9.
9th. Gotcha. You want, so the date after that would be October 15th. That would work.
Terrific. Thank you.
No objection, that's all correct. People like to be heard on bond when appropriate.
All right. Pretrial in this matter will be adjourned October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. As to bond.
Your Honor, this is an OWI case, charges an OWI second offense. The prior is from 2023. There was no crash, but there is that prior. There, the alleged VAC in this case was 0.084. We are requesting electronic monitoring of some kind, given that this is the second offense in 2 years. The reason that there's the companion felony case as well is that there's some RNO attached to the OWI, but we waited for blood to come back on the OWI. So the other business unit directly got charged first, and then this case is at the same time.
And he's not on any testing on the felony.
Not that I'm aware of.
No, he has been screened and assessed. He's done his aftercare, but I told him to fully expect a referral to community corrections today. He's prepared for that because he's been abstinent, requesting a sober link, Your Honor.
All right. Bond will be set in the amount of a personal recognizance, $10,000 bond. All other standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior, possession of any weapons. All order, there is to be no possession or consumption of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
I will order it also that the defendant report over to community corrections for placement on a sober link testing device. That'd be 3 times a day. And I've signed that order.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I'll have him head there directly, Your Honor. It'll take a little bit, I'm sure, but I'll have him do that while he's here.
All right, very good. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case of the People versus Jason Eckley.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Goldman, P81222, appearing on behalf of defendant Jason Eckel. Your Honor, defendant is appearing by way of Zoom this morning.
Mr. Eckel, can you state your name, please?
Jason Eckel.
All right, got it. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a date and time separate for pretrial. I've had an opportunity to speak with the prosecuting attorney again. At this time, Your Honor, we've provided to the court a form requesting a final adjournment in this matter. We'd be asking the court to set this for a final pretrial conference. We are continuing to engage in deviation mitigation discussions in furtherance of reaching a resolution. If the court could schedule a final pretrial, we should be prepared by that date. If the court is inclined to set this for October 15th, that does work for defense counsel.
Jury final settlement conference will be set for October 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. Jury's election, if necessary, October 20th, 2025 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And just to confirm, Your Honor, you said October 17th?
Yes, the Friday, that's a final settlement conference day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls case of the People versus Melissa Hatfield.
Ash Phelps for the people.
Well, I told you Mr. Bird would show up. No, he's gonna be late, but I don't know. I didn't expect that late. But anyway, go ahead.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tina Saxon on behalf of Ms. Hatfield, who's standing to my right.
Your name, ma'am?
Melissa Hatfield.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we're asking for adjournment. I just learned that there are 2 other videos that Ms. Feltes is going to try to get for us.
Correct statement.
That is correct, Your Honor.
October 15th, 2025. 9 a.m. bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls case of the People versus Shanice Greer.
Ash Phelps for the people.
Ready? Jake Cole on behalf of Greer. Shanice? Shanice, state your name for the record.
Hi, good morning. I'm Shanice Greer.
Judge, today's time of tape for pretrial. Ms. Greer is in Judge Cookie's recovery court, doing really well. I asked Ms. Kristen Sample if we could get, if it's possible to get this misdemeanor into Judge Cookie's recovery court. She said she understands, but she can't do that. So we're here today, so my client would just like to set a jury trial.
Jury final settlement conference October 17th, 2025. 9 a.m. Jury selection if necessary October 20th, 2025 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Judge, what time is it? I'm sorry, the final settlement conference, 9?
It's the same every time we do it, Gillowald. You've been,
Judge,
which time do you need?
you being the considerate judge you are, I'm just asking the final settlement conference time.
9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge, for your patience. Thank you.
No, okay.
Nothing further.
Your sincerity is really getting to me. Is that it for you, Mr. Gillowald?
It is, Judge. It's been a pleasure being in front of you. You have a nice weekend.
I won't see you tomorrow.
Oh, yes,
All
unfortunately.
right. You don't have to look so disappointed. Court does call the case of the People versus Brandon Nash.
Ash Phelps for the people in both matters.
Right. Back to Anna.
So Ms. Stone and Mr. Bernstein are both here, but not like here.
With us in spirit.
I mean, physically.
They were physically here.
I don't know what all that. I just don't
They
have
both
it.
kept it.
But they should. Okay. Were you successful?
It was.
Okay.
Sam Bernstein here with on behalf of Mr. Nash, who's in the hallway and was hoping for a moment to chat with him before he went on the record, if possible.
Okay. So you need me to pass these matters so that,
If I could just chat with him for a moment. We haven't had a chance to meet yet, Judge.
and counsel any other cases present also.
Yes, they're right there, Your Honor.
Come on up, it's your case, it's your current time.
Good morning, Judge Simpson. My name is Melanie Calderon-Lemus, and I'm asking for permission to practice as a student attorney. And
Do me a favor. Take a deep breath. All right. Relax. Despite what Sam or anybody told you, you're a very nice person. All right. So go ahead. Start again.
good morning. My name is Melanie Calderon-Lemus, and I'm asking to for permission to practice as a student attorney under the University of Michigan Civil Criminal Litigation Clinic. And under MCL
You know what? Your professors messed us up. It's all their fault. So you just go ahead. We'll get through this. Go ahead.
So, and under MCL 8.120.
MCL
Oh, MCR 8.120.
8.120.
Yes.
under the supervision of,
Sarah Salen.
thank you. Good morning, Ms. Sal.
Good morning, Judge.
Young lady, I think I asked you before where you're from, right?
Yeah, yes.
It was Cornell, right?
I went to undergrad there, yes.
Yeah. And where were you from?
Las Vegas.
That's right. Okay. All right. Are you nervous?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Would you like an adjournment so you can also speak with your client, or ask the court to pass the matter so you can speak with your client?
Yes.
Good answer. All right, I'll pass these gates.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You did just fine.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have finally taken over my digital footprint.
Court does call the case, People versus Benjamin Kritzer.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brant Lashinsky, PA 4238, Public Defender's Office, on behalf of Mr. Kritzer is approaching.
Your name?
Good morning, Judge. My name is Benjamin Kritzer.
Did you almost forget? No, go ahead. Okay.
Your Honor, our assistant prosecutor and I had spoken this morning and yesterday via email. I've been recently assigned to Mr. Kritzer. We're going to ask for one adjournment so we might be able to consider a resolution in this matter.
That objection, I'll adjourn October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you
Your Honor.
very much, Your Honor.
Fine, continue. Thank you.
So,
I don't,
okay.
no, I don't need these today. It's okay. Court does call the case of the People versus Justin Hatterai.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Oscar Rodriguez for Mr. Katarai, who is available also on Zoom. Justin, can you say your name, please?
Justin Katari.
All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we are actually prepared to accept a plea offer. However, we did not get the police report, or this is on me, in time because we need to do it as a no contest plea. So we would like to adjourn it just for one more, as soon as possible. We could put the plea on the record.
I have a date before then, don't I?
October 15th.
That's my next one. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because you wanted time off. All right. My next date, Mr. Rodriguez, is October 15th.
That'll do.
Okay, you don't have to. It's all Miss Weibling's fault. October 15th, 9 a.m. All right. Thank you. Bond will continue with its conditions.
Your Honor.
Court does call the case, People versus Joseph German.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor, and may it please this honorable court. My name is Jay Dallow, P number 72879, appearing on with behalf of my client, Mr. Joseph German. Mr. German, can you please unmute yourself and state your name for the record? Unmute yourself first. You're muted.
Joseph German.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
German. And today is a date and time set for a pre-trial on this matter. Mr. German, do we have your consent to hold today's hearing virtually instead of in person? Are you okay with that? We have your consent, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, as I stated, today's date and time set for pretrial. I've been corresponding with Sister Counsel, Ms. Feltus, and I wanted to I want to leave the floor to her to see if we had submitted a deviation. I think we're close to resolving the matter. I yield the floor to Ms. Feltus if there's any offer at this point.
Well, that's not going to be stated on the record, but
Unfortunately, any offer would have to be reduced to writing, so we would not be able to enter it. Even if there was one available, which there is not at this point, that October 15th date does seem appropriate, Your Honor.
during this matter, October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge. Is Zoom going to be sufficient for October 15th?
You have to submit the form and then I will make a determination.
Regarding October 15th, may I respectfully request a 1 week adjournment from that to October let me see. I'm sorry. I can't even do 22. I'm in trial. Can we do October 29th to return on the
Well,
29th?
that's not how my docket works, but when is my next date after that? Limited for October 22nd. I could squeeze you in October 22nd if you can't be here on the 15th.
I would love to. However, October 22nd, I am going to be in trial. Your Honor, I will.
I'll adjourn it to November 5th, he said.
Yes.
Is without objection from the people.
No, none, Your Honor.
October 5th or not October 5th, November 5th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Pleasure to see you.
All right,
And
thank you. Yes, sir.
Thank you all.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of the people versus Eric Hopkins.
That's for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, sir.
Robert Ellman with and on behalf of Mr. Hopkins. Mr. Hopkins, you state your name when you get up here, please.
Eric Hopkins. Thank you.
Your Honor, the people have extended an offer just this morning. My client does need a little time to weigh his options, so we'd be asking for an adjournment.
During this matter, October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continues.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Court does call the case of the people versus George Walker.
That's about the people.
One more time for me, Your Honor.
No, I just did that on purpose.
Robert Ellman with and on behalf of Mr. Walker, who is present over Zoom.
Mr. Walker, can you state your name, please?
George Walker.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, I was recently appointed on this matter. I'd just be asking for an adjournment that October 15th date if you
That
still have.
objection, October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued with its conditions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. That's it for me. Have a wonderful day.
You do the same, Mr. Ellman. Court calls the case of the people versus, is it Deja McCoy? I probably mispronounced that, but it's Mr. Birch.
That's about for the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. But please, this honorable court.
It's Deja, y'all.
I'm sorry?
It's Deja McCoy.
Deja, okay. That was nice of you to interrupt, Mr. Bird, but go ahead, Mr. Bird.
Oh, that's all right.
It's okay, it's
We
okay.
got a good relationship.
It's okay.
But Brandon Bird, on behalf of Deja McCoy, Ms. McCoy, can you please state your full name for the record?
Deja Nicole McCoy RG.
Thank you. All right.
Respectfully, we would like to send this matter for a bench trial. Yeah.
Bench trial. Have you signed the form? There's a waiver form. We can get the signature. Ma'am, your attorney has indicated that you wish this matter set for a bench trial.
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
understand that you have an absolute constitutional right to have the matter tried before a jury?
Yes, I do.
All right. You understand that by waiving that right, it'd be tried before this court without a jury present.
Yes, I do.
People also waive their right.
Yes, Your Honor, the people will waive bench, it should be fine.
All right. Based upon the statement of counsel and defendant, court will consent to have the matter tried before without a jury. Non-jury trial will be set September 29th.
Your Honor, I have not had an opportunity to check the dates with my witnesses yet, so I don't know that I could accommodate September 29th.
Gotcha.
But what I could try for that date, if it doesn't work, I could reach back out if there's no objection from defense counsel. Just because we didn't have a chance to discuss ahead of time.
Got it. Okay. So that understood, Mr. Bird?
It's understood.
All right. September 29th, I'll set it, and then if you guys need an adjournment, then we'll deal with that. September 29th, 2025, 9 a.m. in person.
So that's tentative.
Bond will continue its conditions.
So by the
Thank you, Your Honor.
So sign it.
And, good afternoon. Good.
That's it?
Thank
Yeah.
you, Your Honor. Court.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Court calls the case, people versus Rick Artuso.
Ask about the people.
This is Honorable Court, David Burgess on behalf of Rick Artuso, standing to my right.
Your name, sir? Rick Artuso. Thank you.
Your Honor, today's the date time set for an adjourned pretrial. He's being sentenced in front of, I believe, Judge Conlon. We'll see if he's there or on the bench or not. Saw him yesterday walking around, but on the October 1st, Judge, and I just want to make sure that goes smoothly before we resolve this.
Before we resolve this.
Yeah, so if we could adjourn it till after October 1st, whatever day is convenient with the court.
There was a sentencing before Judge Conlon?
Correct, October
Okay, I wanna make
1st.
sure.
Jonathan Emmons is handling it.
October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Your Honor, could I have, I'm in trial that week up in Livingston County, so.
22nd.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
You'd rather be in Livingston?
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm just saying.
It's not a preference, Judge, it's just scheduled.
Okay, all right. October 22nd, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right.
This is how you can uncover all the secrets of your family.
Court does call the case of the people versus Jennifer Gallara.
That's spelled.
Two cases. 1328 is an arraignment. All right, go ahead.
Good morning, Your Honor. Marissa Voiles, P86438 on behalf of Ms. Gallara. Please state your name, please. Jennifer Gallara.
All right. Ms. Gallara, before we get to that case, I have to arraign you on another matter. You are citation. You are also before the court on a misdemeanor charge of driving while license suspended, denied, and or revoked, alleged to have occurred on August 11, 2025. The location of Bemis Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. Do you understand the nature of that charge?
Yes, sir.
That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The court could also order your vehicle immobilized. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. First question I have for you is counsel going to represent you on that, or do you wish to have counsel appointed for you?
My counsel, Your Honor.
She'll represent you on that. You'll file an appearance.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. So as to the formal arraignment on that, she waives formal
Waive
reading.
formal reading, stand mute.
Defendant waiving formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. All right, got that. Set bond on that case. I will just set bond in that case at a $5,000 personal recognizance because she's under bond in the other case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Okay. So what are we doing?
Your Honor, if we could set both of these for the October 15th date, we're seeking a global resolution. So we're going to submit a deviation request and hopefully resolve things on that date. She also has a court date for her hardship license in about 2 weeks. So we're expecting that to be resolved by the October date as well.
And Your Honor, for the record, that driving suspended case does constitute a bond violation. I believe we addressed it at her last hearing, but I wanted the record to be clear that the people are aware that that happened after she was arraigned on the OWI matter.
You did.
Because of the criminal activity.
Yeah.
All right.
But we addressed it last time.
All right, very good. So I will adjourn both matters to October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your
Bond
Honor.
in each case will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. That's called the case People versus Charles Peters.
That's spelled for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Fifelski appearing on behalf of Charles Peters, who's approaching. Please state your name.
Charles Peters.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Ms. Feltis and I have been in plea negotiations. She'd like a little more time to see my client on the sober link to possibly resolve this. So I'm asking for a brief adjournment.
Correct statement, Ms. Felton.
That is correct.
I'll adjourn this matter October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Bond continued with its conditions.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Court calls the case People versus Reginald Sims.
That's spelled for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Justin Zaid appearing on behalf of Mr. Sims. President consents to appear via Zoom. Mr. Sims, can you state your name?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Reginald Sims.
Your Honor, date and time
Thank you.
set for a pretrial. I do intend on tendering a deviation request to the prosecutor's office. We are asking for that same date that you've been given out.
Adjourn the matter to October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Counsel, you are in receipt of the court's order regarding his testing.
I am, Your Honor, and I understand there might have been an issue before I was retained. We spoke at length about that. It's my understanding he's in full compliance since then.
All right. Very good. That would be his only warning, however, if he fails to test.
Understood.
All right. Thank you, Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. We're all set. All right, record should reflect we've got a bench conference in this case. Go
That's
ahead.
correct, Your Honor. We were here a few weeks ago regarding the defendant misdemeanor case as well as his new felony case. We had adjourned to allow him to appear in person to address his bond. For the record, the people do not have a specific request as to bond. We're going to leave the actual bond setting in the discretion of the court, of course, but do want to make a record of a few things. First of all, these two cases do involve larceny. They involve retail frauds from two different establishments. The first one, the misdemeanor case, involves stealing about $700 worth of shoes from Dick's Sporting Goods. And the other case does involve stealing about $1,700 worth of alcohol and a few household items from minor. They happened about 1 day apart, as far as I can tell. And it's a concern of the people that the defendant was on parole, abscond, or status at the time of those incidents. I'll also note that it is my understanding he has since become compliant with his parole. He is now back and being supervised by parole in Kalamazoo. But it's of great concern when we see things like alcohol and easily resaleable items like shoes being stolen. And I believe that if the defendant can be compliant with bond and any conditions this court sets, that would be ideal. However, if there is any violation of bond, the people will be requesting a remand.
Your Honor, we would like to argue that although this happened while Brandon was on parole, he's no longer absconding, or while he was absconding from parole, he's no longer absconding. He has appeared in court twice now, over Zoom 2 weeks ago, and in person now, and has driven 2 hours from Kalamazoo to be here today. Also, Brandon has been very communicative with us and very responsive. And he, as we mentioned, he has many certificates that he's received, like front desk operations, to better his chances at employment, which he's currently seeking. So we would like to argue that. Thank you.
Bernstein.
And Your Honor, I echo everything co-counsel said. I would just add that Mr. Nash did complete the KPEP 90-day inpatient program, and he stands before you today sober and proud of his sobriety and wants to continue that.
All right. Very good. With that information and with the information that was provided at the bench conference, I will make one change to his bond. I won't find that he's necessarily in violation of his bond at this time, given that all of those things have occurred that were brought to the court's attention. I will order that he is to test at community corrections. My understanding is he's testing with parole every other week. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to order once a week testing. Okay. Right. So there's going to have to be another facility that will do that. My initial order will be that you test every other week at community corrections. However, I will allow you to test at an approved facility in Kalamazoo. All right. So you'll be taking a drug test, short form, you'll be taking a drug test every week. All right. And testing every week. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So on the misdemeanor case, you're seeking an adjournment, counsel.
Yes.
I'll adjourn that to October 2025, excuse me, 9 a.m. And as to the PCC, is there a reason that we need to necessarily keep these together at this point, or?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
All right. What date would you like?
A 2-week adjournment or a 3-week adjournment would be great, Your Honor.
All right. My next one's the 18th. What, the 9th?
Sounds good. Thank you.
October 9th. Probable cause conference in this matter will be adjourned October 9th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. And that order, as I've indicated regarding community corrections, is going to be entered in both cases. All right. Thank you. When you leave here, I suggest that you go over to community corrections, check in so that you can do the intake portion. Okay. In town. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court does call the case, People versus Robert Moyle.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good morning, Mr. Silla.
Good morning, Your Honor.
For what?
A show cause for failing to appear.
Your name, sir?
Robert Moyle.
And this is failure to appear for arraignment.
For arraignment?
No, hold on a second.
So they sent it for a show cause. This is actually a misdemeanor, able misdemeanor category. So failure to respond to the case.
All right. Sir, you have a citation that alleges that on or about February 20th, 2025 at location of Washington Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you did operate a motor vehicle with an improper registration or plate. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
All right. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. I do.
Yeah, I thought I was.
Understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't want you saying anything about the charges. You're in custody now on something else.
I was coming for sentencing today. That's what I thought this was. So I was totally thrown off just now by you saying that.
Who are you going to be sentenced by?
I was under Colleen. Had a car accident, I do believe. So I wasn't for sure who the judge was going to be today. But I have sentencing today. I thought about
Conlon.
Conlon.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you'd be downtown.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
but
it threw me off this morning. Yeah.
right, okay. So are you represented by the public defender in that case?
Yes.
Do you wish to be represented by the public defender in this case?
I don't. Yeah, it's probably gonna be time served with what I got going. I would imagine. Just took a plea for a year.
I'm not promising.
Okay. Yeah, right.
So
yeah,
I also don't know if you're being sentenced on a felony.
No, yeah.
You might want to be careful as to whether or not this does something to your guidelines.
Oh, okay.
So I'll ask you again, do you want to be represented by the public defender's office? Yeah, good answer.
Yeah, I think it's best.
Public defender case.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Moyle, we would waive any formal reading of the complaint. My client would stand mute and we would ask Your Honor for an adjourned pretrial date. And that would be all.
All right. Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be adjourned to October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. Set his bond in this case at $1,000. I'll give it $1,000, 10%. Depending on what happens in the other case, you can let the court know. I'm just setting a nominal bond. I'll order standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons, no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Court calls the case of the people versus Salvatore Lorenzo.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Mr. Lorenzo, who's up there on Zoom. Sal, could you please state your name for the court?
Salvatore Lorenzo.
And I don't know if he's been arraigned yet, Your Honor.
He has not.
Well, as far as I go, ask the court to please waive reading, and he stands mute.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter not guilty plea.
As to the pretrial, I sent Ms. Feltus a letter. I think she's looking into it, and we're talking about a resolution, and just need a couple of weeks to work that out, Your Honor.
What I will do is I'll adjourn the pretrial in this matter to October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. Set his bond in this case at a $5,000 personal recognizance bond, standard conditions, including no assault behavior or possession of any weapons, no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. What was the BAC in this case?
0.168, Your Honor.
Any crash?
My notes have eluded me. I just have 1 second.
Yes.
Your Honor, there was not a crash in this case. The defendant was stopped driving on a flat tire.
All right.
But I would note for the court, there is a count 2 of attempted assaulting, resisting, or obstructing a peace officer attempt.
Understood. So just so that we're clear, I'm going to set his bond at $15,000 personal recognizance bond. I will order that the defendant report over to community corrections for a placement on the sober link testing. I've signed that order.
That's good, Your Honor. We've talked about that, anticipated. He's taken a number of proactive steps in the case so far. So,
all right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
All
you, Your
right.
Honor.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus Gary Neptune.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Nalepka.
Sam Bernstein for Mr. Nalepka, Your Honor. Nalepka, can you say anything to the court?
Gary Nalepka.
Your Honor, we're asking the court to please set this for a final settlement conference.
Jury final settlement conference will be set for October 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, October 20th, 2025, 8:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. Thank you. Court calls case of the People versus Ontario Robinson.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Robinson. Ontario, can you please say anything to the court?
Ontario Robinson.
Thank you.
Your Honor, in this case, my intent is to file a motion challenging some evidence. I'm wondering if the court has specific days that it prefers to hear such motions.
How long will it take?
Um,
It's a motion to suppress.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. When can you have the motion, Tom?
Within the week, Your Honor.
All right. All right. You are filing a motion to suppress by the, by the 24th. Prosecutor's response will be due by the October 2nd. I'll set an evidentiary hearing if necessary on that matter. I'll set an evidentiary hearing for, I'm gonna need a Monday.
You're gonna need a Monday.
And I'm out one, it's gonna be the 20th,
That's jury selection in the morning, so we could do like 11 a.m. in the morning.
11 a.m. So an evidentiary hearing for October 20th, 2025 at 11 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I may have a jury trial that day, Your Honor. I may not. I'll just
Tuesday here, isn't it?
My jury trial? No, it's a circuit court matter.
All right, well,
If it's being a conflict, reach out to me.
Okay, thank you. Makes sense. All right. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. A lot going on this morning. Mr. Robinson is asking that the court would please grant a travel request. He's hoping to go to Ohio from Friday of this
God's
week.
sakes, why?
I
Go
know.
ahead, I'm sorry.
I tried to counsel him out of it, Judge, but I was unsuccessful. So he's insistent. But he'd be very much appreciative if the court would allow him to travel to Ohio from Friday to Sunday.
Of this week?
Yes, Your Honor.
For what purpose, you said?
I think his girlfriend has planned a trip for him there. He's on a SoberLink device. You can, of course, bring it with him.
Any objection for the defendant may travel to Ohio. When will he be coming back?
When do you think he comes back?
Sunday.
Sunday afternoon, Your Honor.
So the 21st. So he can travel from the 19th to the September 19th 2025 to September 21st, or yes, 21st, 2025. That's inclusive.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case of the people versus Jacqueline Murray.
Ashley Phelps for the people.
Edward Drugas for Jacqueline Murray.
Your name?
Jacqueline Murray. Mr. Lucas and I had occasion to discuss this case this morning, and I think we're hopefully getting close to a resolution. I understand Ms. Murray is about to be sentenced into the 14B recovery court with Judge Washington
Okay.
in the next couple of days. So what I'm requesting is that we adjourn this to give her a chance to do that, see how it goes for a little bit, looking at that October 15th date. And I wondered if the court would consider, if Judge Washington releases her, just letting your bond convert to a PR to let her get out.
I will adjourn the matter to October 15th, 2025. I understand that. If Judge Washington releases her, counsel is to let this court know, and then we'll take the appropriate action at that time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus Keyshawn Jorgensen.
Right here. Ashley Phelps for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Charlotte Stefan on behalf of Mr. Jorgensen. Your Honor, I believe he's on Zoom.
Sir? Need to
Hey, how
state
you
your
doing?
name and get someplace at your stationery, please.
Yes, sir. My name is Keyshawn Jorgensen. I apologize. I'm at work, but I'm working over here right now. All right, I'm good.
Okay. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, he'd like to take it to trial, and so I would ask for trial and a final pretrial.
Final pretrial. Then. Jury final settlement conference on this case will be October 17th, 2025 at 9 a.m.
Your Honor, I'm out of town that day.
Are you going to be out of town Monday if that's jury selection?
No, I'm not. Monday, October 20th? I'll be in
Yeah,
town.
so here's what I'll do. I'll put jury selection October 20th, 2025, 9 a.m. Otherwise, I don't get this tried to December. So I'll set the October 17th date. He'll need to be here, right? However, get with my office regarding whether or not you can appear via Zoom during that day. That will work for you, or that doesn't work for you either.
Are there any other days?
No, that's the problem. Otherwise, I do something else for you. Counsel approach me. All right. Record should reflect the advance conference in this case. I will set jury final settlement conference to October 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, to the 20th at 8:30. I think we found a way to take care of that. Both of those proceedings are in person. Bond will continue. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, thank you. Court calls the case People versus Benelli Cruz.
Ashley Phelps for the people.
Carpenter on behalf of Ms. Cruz, who is approaching the podium and will be standing to my right. Ms. Cruz, once you get up here, please introduce yourself to the court.
Good morning, Benelli Cruz.
Thank you.
Your Honor, today's date and time for pretrial. May we approach for Cobbs?
I don't Cobbs, so I don't know why you'd approach.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, you've been here enough. You should know. I don't.
I've never, oh, Cobbs, sorry.
All right, go ahead.
In that case, then, can we pass the matter?
I have, how many more do I have in custody right there?
5,000. 13.
Well, I'll pass it. I don't know when we'll call.
Understood.
Take your bag. Court calls. This person seems in. Court calls the case of the People versus Devin Julia Martinez.
Conrad Sullivan on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Martinez, who joins us via Zoom from the Washington County Jail. Ms. Martinez, can you please state your name for the court?
Devin Julia.
Ms. Martinez, could you state your full name for the court?
Devin Julia. Meister Martinez.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm respectfully requesting an adjournment. Ms. Martinez did indicate to me that she did sign up to be on the waiting list for the In Jail Dawn Farm program. She is being, in order to take advantage of the potential offer in this file, my client is being held on other cases with her next court date being the 29th on her felony cases.
Got it. Okay. Devin, I'm going to adjourn you out to October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Martinez.
Court calls the case of the people versus Abdurrahman Banda.
People.
I'm appearing on behalf of Mr. Bonda. Mr. Bonda, state your name, please.
Abdurrahman Banda.
Your Honor, we're here for a bond violation sentencing. I believe you indicated that he could be released to treatment. We're still awaiting bed somewhere.
All right. Was there an order that was submitted regarding his treatment? I don't know if the PD arranged that or not.
I do show ones. Yes.
One was sent. Okay, so we're just awaiting a bed for treatment. All right. What do you want to do today then?
Set a control date in about a week. And then maybe
I
we can
really
take
don't have. I could. Yeah, go ahead. What is that?
So that would be at 1 o'clock.
On which day?
22nd.
What are we going to know on the 22nd that I won't know? I mean, we're trying to get him into treatment.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I could come back in a week and there's no bed available.
He calls our office and I'm trying to make sure that he understands that we're on top of the case, that he's not just sitting.
September 22nd, 2025, 9 a.m. special time.
Thank you. Hopefully we'll have a word for you.
And I think if they contact Patrick, maybe they can figure something out.
Yes.
Court does call the case People versus Andrew Party. Chief basis.
Conrad Soler on behalf of Pittsfield Township in both cases.
Good morning, I'm Charlotte Steffen on behalf of Andrew Party. Andrew, you say your name?
Andrew Party.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate on behalf of Andrew Party, still on the case ending in, 1090.
Got it.
You are?
All right.
I apologize, Your Honor. I believe Ms. Steffen has been appointed to both cases. Is that correct?
That was my understanding, Your Honor, but maybe I'm mistaken.
You have that?
I'm double checking.
Because I don't.
So I have her on case ending in 0621.
Correct.
And then PD.
Yeah. So he has two attorneys. All right. So what are we doing on these cases? Because I think the first thing we need to deal with is bond violation. Stephanie, did you get a copy of that?
I did, and I have had an opportunity to discuss that with Mr. Party.
All right, why don't we deal with that?
Sure, Your Honor. So he admits that he has tested positive for amphetamine. He indicates that it's left over from a prescription.
It would be a month and a half long period.
Yeah, that's a lot of amphetamines that he would get possession of. If what he's indicating to you, counsel, is true, Mr. Allen.
I have about 10 more left in my script.
There's also a cocaine positive test.
Yeah, I mean, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in August 26th. Does he have an explanation for that?
No, Your Honor, he's denying use of cocaine.
He's denying the use of cocaine.
Yes, Your Honor.
So he wants a hearing on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
But he admits to the use of amphetamine without a valid prescription.
I had a prescription. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I don't have one. I don't have it with me here.
Is the amphetamine a prescribed medication that he's currently under prescription for?
So Judge, I think that the issue is that Mr. Party is saying that he was prescribed the medication.
They just cut
I
me
don't know
off.
how old the prescription was. These were some pills that he was still in possession of from a prescription.
A couple months ago.
But is he currently under prescribed medication?
I've been taking Adderall since I was 7 years old. So it took it 30 years. And this whole incident got me, my doctor cut me off for cold turkey. It's just because of this whole thing, but I still had some
The
left.
doctor cut you off, so you shouldn't have been taking it.
Not because he doesn't want to be my doctor anymore. I'm not gonna, I got the paperwork. I'll send it to you. Just
Excuse me, you're reading wrong. Put these on.
Okay, just so that I'm clear, I thought we were talking about an old prescription.
It is.
So when did your doctor cut you off?
Couple months ago. It's more like he just stopped being my doctor. Me and him got into a thing, and it's just now I have to get a new doctor, CMH, and they're telling me I'm like weeks out. It's not easy trying to get back in. I had to go through counseling.
Let's try it this way. When's the last time you filled that prescription?
It's a couple months ago. And I had my mom hold on to my pills while I was homeless for the time being. Now that I'm back to work and everything else, I'd gotten back on them. I wasn't gonna wait till I started school again. It's not easy carrying those around. People keep stealing them. So yeah, I'd have my mom hold on to them. I feel like that's not a problem to keep at the house. I don't got a home.
What are we doing with the cases? I'll address this, bond.
Your Honor, we are asking for an adjournment. We received some additional discovery yesterday, so we need some more time to review.
That's great.
I was going to be requesting an adjournment as well, Your Honor.
This matter to my next date of October 15th, 2025 at 9 on both cases on yes, the case ending. Ms. Stephens on which case? All right. Now in that case, I'll set a bond hearing, or I'll set a bond violation hearing regarding the use of cocaine for that same date of October 15th, 2025. I'll set that at 9 a.m. So he's not sure I quite understand, but I've got this cocaine in between the use of the amphetamines. Also, he didn't receive, he's indicating kind of the same thing, that he's on some prescription. This might have been avoided if it's indeed true. That he says he's currently on prescription, but then didn't provide documentation to community corrections. When community corrections then checked through their system, he's not currently prescribed a medication that would test positive for amphetamines.
Talking about the intake?
So if he's indicating that he gave that prescription to his mom or that prescription does indeed exist, then he should have been able to provide it to community corrections and he should have been able to provide it to the court. What I'm going to do at this time is defendant's bond is defendant's remanded. Counsel, if you can get that information to the court, then I'll reconsider that. Thank
See
you.
what I can do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Get security down here, please. They've got folks in the back, so I'm not so much worried about that. Court does call the case of the people versus Ishmael Davis.
I spell this for people.
Rob Brumfield on behalf of Mr. Davis, Your Honor.
You're good. You're good.
How you doing?
Okay. You can cancel that.
Yeah, I'm requesting a short adjournment in this case. There's several other matters pending and we'd like to do it global.
Give you my next date, October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Bond continued. Thank you.
Your Honor, would you consider a release to treatment if he,
If they send over the order for release to treatment, I don't have a problem with signing that.
that's what you want?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Court calls cases of the people versus Heather Booth.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township. In all four township cases.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Ms. Booth in all matters. Could Your Honor tell me if maybe Ms. Booth is present via Zoom?
Heather Booth? That'd be mandatory.
So Your Honor, I don't have I don't have an explanation for her failure to appear. I did speak to her on Friday of last week. And we had a very brief conversation and she asked if she could call me back. I did not hear back and I reached out to her yesterday and unfortunately was unsuccessful in reaching her. I don't have an explanation for failure to appear. I would request an adjournment for the record.
Bench warrant tool issue for the failure to appear in all of these matters. Bond will be set in the amount of $5,000, 10% on each case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Those warrants will issue immediately. She does, I think, have a more tough thing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case people versus Daryl Fredericks.
This is Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Frederick, who's approaching.
Your name, sir? Daryl Frederick. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm respectfully requesting an adjournment. It's a my office issue. We do have all the discovery in this case, but we need to figure out a way to view it. I have been in contact with people in my office that we need to get this uploaded. It was sent over in a disc. Long story, but Mr. Frederick is being held on other matters. So we just asked for an adjournment so we can go over the video together.
October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls the case of the people versus T.R. Peterson.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Peterson, who should be present via Zoom. Ms. Peterson, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Yes, Sarah Peterson.
Thank you, Your Honor. As to, I guess I'll start with the easy case. So the case ending in 0918, the Pittsfield Township case, I'm respectfully requesting an adjournment. I have discussed this with Ms. Peterson and she is working on getting her license. So I'd ask for an adjournment of that case. And as to the other case, we do have a resolution.
We'll adjourn the one matter to October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. As to the case ending in 0150, I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading no contest to the charge of retail fraud, second degree, the 1-year offense. And then counts 2 and 3 would be dismissed. Defendant agrees to pay restitution as ordered by probation. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Ma'am, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name again for the record, please.
Tyra Peterson.
All right, ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilt or pleading no contest to the charge of retail fraud in the second degree. That is a misdemeanor punishable by a penalty of up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased 3 times the value of the property taken. If that is greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes.
All right, 2 things about it I have to make sure that you understand. The first thing is it means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
The second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Basis for the no contest plea.
Potential civil liability, Your Honor.
Ma'am, to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now, you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form or gave your attorney authority to sign on your behalf after going through it?
Yes.
Do you have any questions regarding those rights?
No.
Look at paragraph 5 on that form are your trial rights. You understand that you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you in any way?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes.
and of your own free will.
Yes.
Court has been provided and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 23-18344. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Ma'am, I do have to advise you that if you commit between today's date and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, any sentence evaluation, the court would no longer be bound by. You understand that?
Yes.
You also understand that you would not be permitted to withdraw your plea.
Yes.
Counsel, have I complied with the court? Well, is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
All right. Have I complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
We're satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to count 1. Counts 2 and 3 are dismissed. Pre-sentence defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be
October 22nd at 12 p.m.
October 22nd, 2025. What time?
12 p.m.
At 12 noon. All right, ma'am, do we have probation in time? All right. So, ma'am, I'm going to need you to wait on the line. Her bond will continue. I need you to wait on the line. We're going to put you into a breakout room with our probation department to get this process started, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Court calls the cases of the people versus Brian Gerard.
I spelled this with evil.
Ron Brown praying on behalf of Brian Gerard. Mr. Gerard. Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Hi.
Your name?
State your name.
Brian Gerard.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm requesting a brief adjournment. Global resolution. These cases may just get dismissed if we on some other cases. The prosecutor sent me a note about it.
That sounds great.
Adjourn this matter to October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Court calls the cases of the people versus Christopher Minor. 3 cases.
Conrad Soler on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Christopher Minor, Your Honor.
Mr. Minor, can you unmute, state your name? You're unmuted, Mr. Minor. Can you just state your name?
Oh, Christopher Meyer?
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, we were requesting an adjournment for further negotiations.
And he's being held on something else.
I believe so.
October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Bond will continue.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of the people versus Paris Lester.
Conrad
Three
Soler on
cases.
behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Nash Feltus for the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Lester. Mr. Lester, there's an offer on the table. If you plead,
Your name, sir?
Paris Alexander Lester.
Yeah.
so if you plead in case 1034, they'll dismiss 1036. Is that what you want to do?
No, because what I understand is a global resolution.
I am
Adjourn.
not gonna do this on the
Adjourn.
record.
Okay, yeah.
These
Adjourn.
matters are adjourned October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll come see you.
Court does call the cases of the people versus Matthew Wallace.
Ron Brown.
2 cases.
Nash Feltus for the people.
Conrad Soler on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Matthew Wallace. Not here, Mr. Brown.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Wallace. I have received a bond violation dated September 8th where there was a warrant requested on a felony matter, possession of or use of fentanyl.
All right, so he's likely not to appear until we get him. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear in these matters. Bond in each of these cases. Bond in each of these cases, take the amount of $10,000. I'll give a 10% privilege on that. They will issue immediately. Court does call the case of the people versus Montez Miller.
Conrad Soler on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
They got, we'll pass that brief. Everything's in custody. Got it. Okay. Miller's coming. Okay.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Miller, who is approaching the podium. Sir, when you arrive, could you please state your name for the court?
Montez Miller.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Siller has extended a civil infraction offer in this case, which I did discuss with my client that he would like to accept. It is for double parking, and in exchange, count 1 would be dismissed.
That's correct, Your Honor. So I moved to add count 2 of double parking. You accept that admission, move to dismiss the original charge.
Yeah, Mr. Miller, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on or about August 3rd, 2024, at the location of Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you double parked a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
All right, court will accept that admission to count 2 double parking. Count 1 is dismissed. Fine and cost of $180. That will be due 90 days after release.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I know who I've got next. I need Steele next. Court calls the case of the people versus Sarfaria Steele.
Nash Feltus for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Steele, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Safari Victoria Steele.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. As to the pretrial, I have discussed this matter with my client, and we are respectfully requesting to set this case for a final settlement conference and then to address bond when appropriate.
Jury final settlement conference will be set October 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, October 20th, 2025 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person as to bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm requesting if the court would consider releasing Ms. Steele on a personal recognizance bond. I do acknowledge that this case was previously set for final settlement conference in February of this year, and there was a failure to appear at final settlement conference. My client
How'd
was
she come back into custody?
from Wayne County Jail, Your Honor. I did have
So she
confirmation.
picked up something in Wayne County after this and then went there and was brought here on my warrant?
I cannot speak to what happened in Wayne County or about that case, but I can confirm that she was in Wayne County Jail from May 14th of this year to September 11th is when she was brought over on this warrant. That is correct, Your Honor. As far as the case, I don't know when that allegation stemmed from, but she was in Wayne County Jail from May 14th to when she was brought over on this.
Go ahead.
And that is all, Your Honor. We were just respectfully requesting if the court would consider a PR bond in this case.
I'm not gonna release her on a bond. I've had to issue 5 warrants on this case already, and one was for final settlement conference. Well, actually, 2 of them were for a final settlement conference that she didn't show up at. I released her after that before. I'm not doing it again. Bond will
Thank you, Your Honor.
continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case of People versus Sherry Walker when you get her.
Ashley Phelps for the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Walker, who stands to my right, please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Sherry Walker.
What are we doing?
Your Honor should be in receipt.
I am. I see. My understanding is that the defendant is going to be pleading guilty to the pleading no contest to the charge of retail fraud in the 3rd degree. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. I got you.
Sorry, Your Honor.
No, it's all right. Count 1 would be dismissed, and then defendant agrees to pay restitution as ordered, although that's on the formal checkbox. That's the court's full understanding of it.
That's correct, Your Honor. I apologize for missing the checkbox.
No, it's okay.
That is our understanding as well, Your Honor.
All right, let's have her sworn.
Right. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name.
Sherry Walker.
All right. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding if you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail or no contest to the charge of retail fraud in the 3rd degree, that's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that becomes the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand what a no contest plea is?
No.
Okay, I can't take her plea.
Understood, Your
I'll
Honor.
have to turn it down.
Okay, yes.
Well, no.
I'll adjourn this matter to October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. I'll keep the plea form so if she decides to explain that she knows what she's doing, then I'll be more than happy to take her plea. Thank you.
The court's keeping the plea form.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Jeffrey Ostermiller.
Ashley Phelps for the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Jeff Gossamiller, Your Honor. We sent him Zoom information.
Mr. Ostermiller, state your name, please.
Jeffrey Ostermiller.
All right.
Your Honor, we were requesting an adjournment. We need some proof to send it to the prosecutor's office.
October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, sir.
You see this briefcase right here? Looks ordinary, right? But
Court calls case People versus Christopher Banks.
Ashley Phelps for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Banks, who is present via Zoom, this time not in front of an MSU flag, Your Honor.
He better not be. Yeah. Takes a while for Spartans.
Mr. Banks, can you say your name for the court?
Christopher Banks.
I like the blank background this time.
Yes, sir. Just for you.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have discussed this with my client. We do now have all media discovery and video, and I've discussed that with him. We're asking to move forward to final settlement conference.
Do Jury final settlement conference will be set for October 17th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, will be set October 20th, 2025 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. Maybe I'll add a condition he can't wear green. Now, let him. All right.
Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Banks.
Note taken, sir. Note taken. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Court calls the case, People versus Alexis Berry.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Alexis Berry, who appears via Zoom. Can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Alexis Berry.
All right. I have a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading to count 2 of operating while visibly impaired first offense, the 93-day offense. Upon her successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. The prosecutor and defendant also are agreeing that the prosecutor will recommend a reduced term of probation based upon the defendant's history of compliance with probation defendant is already on.
That is the complete understanding by the agreement that I have discussed with my client, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Spirit, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state your name again for the record, please.
Alexis Berry.
Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of operating while visibly impaired. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $300 fine plus court costs. The court could order community service and any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. The court could also order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, 2 things about it I have to make sure that you understand. The first thing is that it first of all means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Second thing that you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Basis for the no contest plea?
Potential civil liability, Your Honor.
All right. Ma'am, to that charge of operating while visibly impaired, how do you plead?
No contest, I believe.
Now, you understand that by pleading no contest, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Correct.
All right. You signed or gave your attorney authority to sign an advice of rights on your behalf? Or you signed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You have any questions regarding any of the rights on that form?
I do not.
All right. You understand that you're giving up your rights, inclusive of the rights contained in paragraph 5, your trial rights. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes.
All right. Were you on probation at the time of this offense?
No.
All right. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you in any way?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, Your Honor.
and of your own free will?
Yes.
Court has been provided and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 2507. Well, I should say just 257007. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Ma'am, I do have to advise you that if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, that any evaluation or recommendation the court would no longer be bound by. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No.
And have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
You are satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2, her no contest plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to Von Schwartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be
October 22nd at 12 p.m.
October 22nd, 2025, 12 p.m. Bond will continue. Ms. Berry, hold the line. I do have probation intent.
Yes, sir.
We're going to put you into a breakout room with my probation department so we can begin the process of the sentencing, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Berry.
This is what would happen to your body if you ate mood sleep gummies.
Case people versus Eric Burton.
I just called this for the people.
State your name.
Eric Byrne.
All right. Mr. Burton, you are before the court on a misdemeanor complaint that alleges that on or about July 15th, 2025, location of 4890 Washington Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you did commit the offense of larceny less than $200. Do you understand the nature of that charge, sir?
Yes.
That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to a $500 fine plus court cost. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
First question I have for you. Do you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, sir.
It's a public defender case.
I'm Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Burton, we would waive any further reading of the complaint and ask that my client stands mute and ask that a not guilty plea be entered. We'd ask for an adjourned pre-trial date, Your Honor, as well as a personal recognizance bond.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pre-trial in this matter will be adjourned October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond in this case will be set in the amount of a $5,000 personal recognizance bond, all other standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'm also going to order at this time there be no possession of or consumption of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. Is there any reason you need to have contact with a Javon Webster?
No, sir.
I will also order that you are not to have contact with Javon Webster. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Anything additional regarding bond?
There, thank you.
All right, thank you. Also, court will call the case of the people versus Michael Borg.
I just called this for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Burke, who is present via Zoom. Sir, can you please unmute, turn on your camera and state your name for the court?
Yes, good morning.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have discussed this matter with my client and it has been indicated to me there would be no offer in this matter. We are asking to set this case for final settlement conference.
Jury final settlement conference will be set October 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. Jury selection in this matter will be set October 20th, 2025 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Burke will be in touch.
Court calls the case, people versus Wesley Brand.
I just called this for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Brand, who should be present via Zoom. Sir, can you please unmute, turn on your camera and state your name for the court?
I'm not seeing him. Wesley Brand.
Your Honor, I have spoken to him several times and again, yesterday I didn't him being here. I don't have an explanation for his failure to appear. The record had requested an adjournment.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in amount of $5,000, 10%. That warrant will issue immediately. Thank you. Court has called the case of the people versus Zachary Burlett.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Burlett, who is present via Zoom. Sir, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Zachary Burlett.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a matter that I have proposed a potential resolution to the people on. It's something we need to continue discussions and I need to speak further with my client about something. I'm requesting an adjournment.
October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, Mr. Burlett.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Esther Caper.
I spelled this for the people.
Rob Rodriguez on behalf of Esther Caber.
Hello, could you state your name, please?
Esther Capper.
Your Honor, we're requesting an adjournment of this matter. There's an offer that we'd like to discuss with it.
We'll adjourn the matter to October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Court calls the case People versus Jocelyn Karuna.
I spelled this for the people.
Hello,
Hello,
state your name, please.
Jocelyn Caruana.
Say, how's it pronounced?
Caruana.
I don't want. Okay. That probably won't happen, but okay, we'll do what we can. All right. Ma'am, you are before the court on a misdemeanor complaint that alleges that on or about April 5th, 2025, at the location of State Street and Michigan Avenue, that you operated a motor vehicle while intoxicated. Do you understand the nature of that charge, ma'am?
Yes.
That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The court could order community service or any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. Court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand that?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right. First question I have for you is, do you wish to be represented by an attorney?
I was hoping to be represented by a lawyer. I don't have him here presently. It was with David Shand. I was hoping to adjourn and plead not guilty.
Okay, you're gonna be represented by Mr. Shand?
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Have you talked to Mr. Shand about this?
I have talked to him about it. I was kind of uncertain about the procedure and I thought.
No, I get you. I may do it one way. Did Mr. Shand say he was gonna represent you?
He said that he would. I just had to communicate better with him, I believe.
Got it. So he said he will represent you?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Then I'm not gonna, otherwise what I would have done is appointed the public defender, let you then talk with him, but that way you would have an attorney. But knowing Mr. Shand, I will do what you're requesting in terms of that. I will indicate at this time that defendant is pleading not guilty, but I'll indicate that she's standing mute to the charges. I'll enter that not guilty plea at this time. All right. I will adjourn your case to October 15th. I think Mr. Shand is actually coming back on that date in any event, October 15th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Do have to set bond in this case, ma'am, and so I'm going to set bond. And is there anything with reference to the people?
Your Honor, this is an OWI involving a crash with an alleged VAC of 0.117. I would request some sort of electronic monitoring.
There's no prior, no crash, you said. Ma'am, anything you want to tell me before I set bond in this case?
I believe in my paperwork, it says 0.08.
Well, they may be saying 0.08 or above.
Okay.
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 No, it's okay. I get what you're saying. You're looking at the charge, so.
Sure.
Okay. So what I will do, ma'am, is I'm going to set your bond at a $10,000 personal recognizance bond. I'm going to order standard conditions, which mean that you have to appear at every court proceeding. You can't leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court, have to appear at all court proceedings.
Okay.
And the like. You understand that?
Yes.
There's also to be no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons on your part. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're also at this time not to possess any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm also going to order that you report over to the Department of Community Corrections for a placement on a sober link tether. You'll be required to blow into that tether 3 times a day.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
3 signs your car accident.
Court calls the case People versus Catherine Cummings.
I spelled this for people.
Catherine Cummings? No response. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond in this case will be set in the amount of $5,000. 10%, that warrant will issue immediately. Court does call the case of the People versus April Fleming.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of April Fleming. There she is.
Hello, can you state your name, please?
April Fleming.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, I'm requesting an adjournment. Do you have a driving record?
Do I?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I do not currently have one.
October 15th?
Yes. I'll adjourn this matter to October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. This is not a drive, this is a retail fraud, by the way.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Fleming. We'll
Thank
be
you,
in touch.
ma'am. Court calls case, People versus Jessica Fox.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Jessica Fox. We sent her the Zoom information. Okay.
Ms. Fox, can you unmute and state your name, please? Yeah, I know, I had the blue arrow of death. Ms. Fox, I'm not picking her. That's all right.
She's not responding to the prompts.
Jessica Fox? So we've got her name there. I'll pass it. We'll figure it out. Court does call the case of the People versus John.
I'm here.
Yeah, hold on a second, miss. Let me do this one and then I'll come right back to you. Okay, Miss Fox?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Funk. Do you have the plea form, Your Honor?
I do.
Good day.
Hello, what's your name?
John Michael Punch.
All right, Mr. Funch. The plea form that I have indicates that the defendant will be pleading to an added count to a retail fraud in the third degree, the 93-day offense. On a successful plea, count one would be dismissed. That's the entire understanding of the.
That's correct, Your Honor.
May I have him sworn? Is that correct, Ms. Fountain?
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm just actually pulling up the plea form, but I'm sure that's right.
It's okay. Let's have him sworn.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I sure do.
State your name.
John Michael Punch.
All right, sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud in the third degree. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would be your maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. And understanding all of that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, I do.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, I do.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that with pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on there.
Yes, I do.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation?
No.
Are you on parole?
Not at all.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No. Not
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
I am, Your Honor. Yes.
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 And because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
I am. Yes.
March 5th, 2025, at the location of 3300 Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. What did you do at the Home Depot that makes you think that you're guilty?
I had a tire to return and I kind of just returned it myself and there was a $20 difference, the price. And I just walked out with the tire.
You had a tire?
A tire for my wheelbarrow.
Oh, okay.
It was dumb.
And so
he purchased a tire at $39.
Right.
It didn't fit, so he brought it back into the store. And rather than waiting and doing the exchange with the customer service, he selected a $59 tire.
Is that all correct, sir?
It is, yes.
So, and then when you selected the new tire, you did that and you walked out without paying the difference?
I did, yes.
And you knew that's what you were doing at the time?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. You didn't have anybody's permission at Home Depot to do that, did you?
No, not at all.
And the item that you took out that was priced at the $59, that was an item that they had offered for sale?
They did, yes.
All right.
I saw this. I'm sure I signed reading before.
Complied with the court rule. Well, sir, I do have to advise you that if between the time of the acceptance of this plea and your time of sentencing, that if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that, sir?
Yes, won't happen again. Yes, I do.
And also, sir, any recommendation or evaluation by the court would no longer be entitled.
Yes.
The court would no longer be bound by. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
People are satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be
October 22nd at 12 noon.
October 22nd, 2025, 12 noon. Sir, looks like you have some other issues here.
No?
Well, I'm not.
Oh, sure.
Mr. Allen.
You don't have no warrants.
No, I don't. No. Yeah.
Right, I've got 2 warrants. And I've got a warrant, which this is an old case because it has a 97 case number on it. And it was transferred from our original case management system into the new one. I'm not sure why it appears the way that it does, but it's a civil case. But for whatever odd reason, has a 5,000 10% bond on the case. And they issued the bench warrant. It was a Samuel Hall Jr. versus John Prince. I don't know why that, when I'm looking at the case, there may have been, oh, I know why. All right. There was a subpoena, and I'm having to piece it together, but there was a subpoena that was issued. You didn't appear to court. Ultimately, at least my procedure was there was a show cause and then a bench warrant because you didn't appear.
Does it show he was served though, the subpoena?
I didn't know that. There was a point at which there was no service. I do see that on here, but then they filed a new subpoena. Discovery was filed, and at a later date, then the bench warrant was issued. So I have to assume that the bench warrant was issued. That was, although it's a 97 case, because I took over that docket, I'm listed actually as the judge of record in that case. But I would not be the one that would be handling it now. What I'm going to do in that case, because it's so old, on that one, I'm going to cancel the bench warrant. All right. And then I'll just indicate that they need to reset before Judge Barr, who's handling our civil docket.
When congestion gets in the way,
Other civil case that's from 2020. And the plaintiff, and it's a civil matter, is a Susan Riesel. I don't know if you know that person versus you. In that case, again, it appears the same thing, except in 2023, a debtor's exam was scheduled before Judge Barr. And on April 18th of 2023, you failed to appear for that debtor's exam. The judge issued a warrant.
Was notice returned or?
I have no idea. I'm just looking at the file or at the printout. I would suspect that if notice were returned and Judge Barr knew about that, he would not have issued a warrant. But a bench warrant was issued on that. A bench warrant, for whatever odd reason, even though it was in April, was then issued October 10th of 2023, and it's gone through this year in February. The warrant was valid.
We have case numbers because we don't have access.
I canceled the one.
Okay.
One case number. The one that there's a valid. Let me just give it. One case number is 97-2C3143. That's the one that I canceled the warrant on. The other one is 2004 C0243. Both of them, it appears, come from small claims matters.
Your Honor, is there an address in the 243? I'm trying to make sure you got notice of all this.
In the 243, there's the address of Parker Road, but I don't know when the warrant and everything came through whether or not that was. No, I'm sorry, it's not Parker Road. It's Outer Drive. It's the same address that I have on this case.
So I'm asking the court to not take him into custody, but
it's a valid warrant. You're gonna have to address that before Judge Barr. That's his warrant that was issued on the civil case. It's a cash bond only warrant from his failure to appear for a debtor's exam.
But Your Honor, I'll be brief. As the court knows, we don't have access to JIS. Usually we'll run our clients' names through JIS and have the benefit of at least alerting our clients to warrants. Without access to JIS, and I interviewed him in the court. I interviewed him in the interview room. He wasn't aware of any warrants. That's why I was asking about the addresses and whether he had properly been served the subpoenas or served with notice of those debtor hearings. And so because I don't have JIS, I can't help him.
I will straighten it out.
Well, I understand. And Mr. Brown, I appreciate what you're saying. I think it's what has transpired is just crazy regarding JAS. I don't agree with any of it at all. I think certainly to those that have asked, I've expressed that. This is the one danger that happens. People get locked up because you guys who do a fantastic job don't have the benefit of being able to get open access to the information that's contained in the case management file. It's an abomination. I do consider it. If you raise the issue, it may be a violation. I'd have to look at it as an individual's due process and constitutional rights, because I have to do what I have to do here. But the court itself, quite frankly, is impeding your ability to do that. Something's wrong. There's going to have to be a ruling on it if it's raised. So you are more than free to raise that before me since I'm the one sending or raise it before Judge Barr because this is his case. But at this time, I do have a valid warrant. I'm going to take him into custody, sir, so that you know the bond amount that I have here is 2,650 cash.
How much? 2,000?
2,650.
You got that on?
No.
That sounds like on the civil case, that may have been the judgment amount. And then when you didn't appear for the debtor's exam, that became the bench warrant.
What can I say? How do we get a hold of them?
Hold of who?
The people I owe the money to.
But hold on.
Well,
you got to go with the court officer. And if you got a credit card or somebody you can holler at, you can call for the 265. Maybe you can post it.
Not 265, 2,000.
Oh, 2,065. No 10% privilege?
Hey, it's a cash bond that normally would come off for a civil case.
So you got to go with the court officer. Make
All
some
right.
calls.
Go with the court officer. Mr. Brown, if for whatever reason he's not released or there's some difficulty and you can't get before Judge Barr to adjust or do something, I will entertain whatever motion you have because I realize this would not have happened, but for what has transpired over the past few weeks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. As opposed to one bond, I canceled, so that you're clear, I canceled and just wiped out the 97 one. That may come back to be, but it's from 1997, so it's older than I am. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, Jay,
you don't have to laugh. You really did. You know, you could have just let that ride.
I'm sorry.
Will JIS reflect the cancellation so that the other court knows?
Yes, because we brought that over from the old system. It's in the JIS system, which you can't get to, but it's in there. And I wrote on there that I'm canceling that one out.
And the sheriff's will. It'll be canceled.
They will not, because they lost their access to JIS when the court did what it did too. So a whole huge mess has been created. I don't know what they're going to do when they see that I'm putting him in on a warrant, because to the extent they're able to look up a criminal case, I don't know what they're going to see the civil. I have no idea.
Can I ask one thing?
Yes, you can ask one more question that I can tell you I do not know, but go ahead.
May I have a copy of the cancellation that you put in the file so I can give it to him?
I just wrote it.
Yeah, but
I can write it on another
so
piece
if
of
he
paper.
walks out, gets pulled over.
Okay, so here's what the problem is. Yes, I get it, Mr. Brown. The problem is that I wrote cancellation on my JIS printout. Supposedly, you guys aren't supposed to have that. I don't know why. It seems stupid. That's a legal term. And so I can't give you that.
You give to him?
No, I can't. I don't think. I had to think it through. Mr. Brown. I don't know that you guys can even do this. This is also what's weird, because you guys represent people on criminal matters. If you were to indicate to me that you're the attorney of record or get him to sign something that they would like that information turned over to you, that's fine. You're trying to get some verification that I canceled that warrant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you can't get to the place that it would be. So here's what I will do. Ms. Weidling,
Yes, Your Honor.
could you type up a document for my signature to present to the public defender's office that I can't, on the 97 case, that I canceled it? I will sign that, and that way you have it in writing from me.
Yes.
Thank you.
That took much longer than it needed to. Court calls the case, not because of you, Mr. Brown, it wasn't. Just stupid stuff. Trayvon G.
I've spoken this with people.
Your name?
Trayvon G.
All right. You were arraigned on this. Did you not want to be represented by an attorney?
Last time we had the court date, you asked me, did I? I said, yeah, I want a public defender. She got my information.
Yeah, I got this. You don't have the public defender on this?
No.
Hold on a second. No, not you.
I had it in my notes as well. It's so strange.
No, you guys are on the case.
They are.
Yeah, it's been, because I wrote it. I remember when you said that, I wrote it. They did enter.
Yes, Your Honor. And yeah, and talking, it's not to add to the, but yeah, speaking with Mr. G this morning, and then I looked in my court and it did say that our office was appointed. The spreadsheet did have us as pro per. He is an odd number case. You're not odd, not you, just your case number, sir. So long story short, we're going to get him squared away. I did provide him with my business card this morning. So
Okay.
we'll,
Real good.
so long story short, obviously my office does not have discovery. We have not requested it to my knowledge. I looked at I believe that's our office's error. Long story short, I would be requesting an adjournment so I can get.
I don't know that your office aired. I think, well, I won't.
Maybe a lot of people aired a lot of places, but he is here. So
everybody except
Mr.
me.
G did the right thing. Yes, and Your Honor, of course. So I would,
October 15th, 2025.
Thank you, Your Honor.
9 a.m. before you get yourself into trouble. All right.
thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. Thank you, sir. Court does call the case People versus Tony Gomez.
Did you say Tony?
Yes, Tony Gomez.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Tony Gomez. Your Honor, I've talked to Mr. Gomez. I submitted a specialty court form for vets court.
Your Honor, he wasn't Zoom at one point. He is not now.
So rather than issue a bench, right? Because he
You said I was
was.
gonna do that.
Oh,
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sign off. Why they printed me there. Pardon? There's no prosecutor's signature on it. I got it. I'll sign off on it. You may want to get Ms. Lundy to sign off.
If you allow her to approach.
Yes. And then what I will do, that he was here and I trust that he was here. I'll adjourn this out to October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Looking for an easier way to get
Court calls case People versus Dylan Gordon. Dylan Gordon. Is this clerk show cause? I need to mark this better rather than just throwing it in here like this. They need to mark what they do.
Yeah, it's her feeling to respond to that.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of $2,500, 10%. Court calls case People versus Chanel Griffin.
Special spells for people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Griffin, who I believe I saw on Zoom earlier, Your Honor.
Chanel Griffin.
I'm here.
Okay. State your name, please.
Chanel Griffin.
What are we doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm respectfully requesting an adjournment. There was a offer that I need to convey to my client that I did reach out, but was unsuccessful in reaching her to have a conversation. I would be requesting an adjournment so I can convey that offer to her.
October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. Thank you, Ms. Griffin.
Thank you, Ms. Griffin.
Thank you.
Court calls case of the People versus Jason Holdaway.
Special spells for people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Jason Holdaway, Your Honor.
You have it.
Yes.
Hello,
Hello, state your name, sir.
Jason Holdaway.
Right.
That's
Your
all
Honor,
right.
I got the plea form from the prosecutor, but he didn't sign it.
Got it. So he doesn't. All right. I'll adjourn it out.
Yes, Your Honor.
I did speak with Lauren last night and agreed to sign that when she got it sent over. I understand she's on leave right now.
So where I'm signing with his permission on the record, is that correct?
Well,
Correct.
did they go through the form itself?
Yes, sir.
I don't have an advice of rights either. I'm not doing that. Not on this
Okay.
charge. I'll adjourn it
Okay.
October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can we keep the form in the?
I prefer not, well, put it in the file. I don't care.
I
Just give it.
want to lose
I don't.
in transit.
Court calls case, People versus Mia Holly.
I should spell this for the people.
She's in Zoom.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Holly, who appears via Zoom. Ma'am, can you please state your name for the court?
Mia Holly.
Thank you.
Your Honor, there was a resolution in place for both of these files. However, Ms. Holly did have her phone cut off for some time period yesterday, and I was unable to review the actual forms with her. So I would be requesting a brief adjournment so I can get that paperwork reviewed and submitted to the court.
October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Holly.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. Court calls case of the People versus Van Jenkins.
I should spell this for people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Van Jenkins, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Jenkins and I spoke yesterday. He told me that he has a medical appointment conflicting with this time block or conflicting with his ability to appear in court, either on Zoom or in person. I sent over a request to the prosecutor, but I did not prepare the stipend order. Oh, there is a stipend order sent.
I didn't see it till today.
There, at a late hour, we sent over the stipend. I misspoke, Your Honor, so I'm requesting adjournment based.
Adjourn October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Alicia Calloway.
I should spell this for people.
Yes,
Your name, ma'am?
Alicia Calloway.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Calloway. Your Honor, I'm respectfully requesting an adjournment. There was an issue with, on my end, viewing the video discovery, and then we have been in contact between support staff of the prosecutor's office. It appears that there is some viewable, some not. We need to figure out what that issue is. So I'm requesting an adjournment.
October 15th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court.
I'm going to go ahead and call this for today. I want to those wonderful people that are watching, thank you very, very much. If you like the content that's on this channel and you're not a subscriber to this channel, please do me a big, big favor and subscribe to this channel and help this channel grow. I broadcast every day at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. So for today, ta-ta, ciao. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again on the next one. Have a good one.